Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports MLB Rundown Picks and Predictions for Wednesday, April 30th, 2025. We are looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, we got to take a look at the previous day's results. An actual good day of baseball from yours truly. Didn't think that was possible, but here we are. 5-2 on the day, assuming the Padres win the game and they can score one more run. We shall see. Brings our season-long record to 125 and 130. We are almost back at 500. It's taken a while, taken too long, 255 games of baseball, but we're here. So I'm going to recap these games real quick, then we'll get on to the picks for tomorrow. Game numero uno, it was the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. We had two bets in this baseball game. We had the Blue Jays plus 130 on the money line. That never stood a chance. And we also had the over of 7.5 runs. Boston absolutely schmacked Bowden Francis. Francis only went 3 innings, gave up 8 hits and 7 earned runs. Surprisingly, didn't have any walks. They just all hit him. Boston's 10 runs came on 14 hits. Toronto's 2 runs came on 4 hits. Garrett Crochet pitched pretty well. 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. Toronto might suck. They signed Vladdy to $1 bajillion, and so far this season, he's hitting .272 with 12 RBIs and only 2 home runs. You want to know who has more home runs than him? I was going to say Andre Jimenez, but I'm looking. He does, actually. Andre Jimenez, 3 home runs. Andre Jimenez is 5'11", 155 pounds, and he's not getting paid $1 bajillion. It looks like Toronto overpaid once again, so shout out to Toronto for being horrible. We then had the Astros minus 110 on the money line in the over of 7.5 runs. This was not looking good for a very long time. It was 2-0 heading into the bottom of the 6th with Detroit leading, and then Houston puts up 3 in the bottom of the 6th and then 3 in the bottom of the 7th. It was a Christian Walker double, a Yanier Diaz single, a Yordan Alvarez single. Yordan Alvarez is slowly coming back to life. If you're into like solo betting hitters props, you're probably going to want to start getting on him. He's hot right now. You had an Isaac Paredes triple, and then a Yanier Diaz single again. So Houston Woods has won at 6-4. The Tigers made it kind of interesting in the top of the 9th when Gleyber Torres hit a 2-run bomb. But that was about it. So it was looking dead. Then we were very much alive, and then it hit. So shout out to the Astros. Then, like I said, we have one more game still going, technically, because it's the Giants and the Padres. The score is 5-1 in the top of the 6th inning. The Padres are winning, and there's a guy on second with nobody out. So I'm assuming we can get at least one more run in the next 3.5 innings, and then we hit this over, and the Padres win the game. So I'm going early crow and counting this as a win. If it doesn't, I shall adjust. Our 2 losers, we already talked about how bad the Blue Jays are and how they pay to do it $1 bajillion just to suck ass. Here we are, that's just the world we live in. And then we had Tampa Bay at home against, the Royals, over 8.5 runs. That was not good in the slightest. Final score was 3-1, despite there being 16 total hits in this game. 16. The Royals left 15 guys on base. The Rays left 13 guys on base, and they had a decent amount of walks. They had 3 walks. What did the Royals have? The Royals had 3 walks as well. Too many guys left on base here, so no good for the over. Tampa Bay moves to 14-15. Kansas City gets back to 500. I think they've won a ton of games in a row now. How many they've won? No, they've won 6 out of their last 7. 6 out of their last 7. Okay, that's the recap. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. Okay, first game we're looking at, it is the Giants and the Padres. Again, I'm going to run it back with the Padres money line. I think minus 135 is too short. They have a really large picking advantage. I really like Michael King this season. And the Padres need to win this series very bad. Previous series, they got swept at home by Tampa Bay. It's looking like they're going to win the first game, so they're going to have to double down and win game number 2. Landon Rupp on the year, he might be 2-1, but he really hasn't been that good. He's a high strikeout pitcher who also walks a decent amount, and he's given up 3 dingers. So he's pitched 25 2/3 innings, 31 strikeouts, 11 walks, 3 moonshots. His road starts so far this year, he was at the Angels. He went 7 innings, only gave up 2 earned. Not really taking too much of that into consideration just based on how bad the Angels are. And then he went at the Phillies, who I would compare to a pretty similar team to the Padres. 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 moonshot. So his road starts are interesting. The other one was at Houston, where he went 4 innings, gave up 4 hits and 3 earned runs. He's walked at least 3 in 3 out of his 5 starts. That is not a stat you want to see. The Padres are a team very capable of taking walks. Tatis has a good eye. Bogarts has a good eye. Machado has a good eye. And the bottom half of their lineup's hitting well. Jose Iglesias hitting 281. Tyler Wade with 290. Somehow Martin Maldonado has a batting average in the 200s for once in his career. That's pretty good. I like our chances here. Michael King's a beast. 3-1, 2.18 ERA. Give me the Padres minus 135. I think this is too short. I thought it would have been like minus 160-ish. So I will take the short number and the over. I think the Padres can score a lot off of Roop. Next game, we are taking the Guardians at home plus money. The Guardians, not a team you want to back laying a number. You want to take them in advantageous positions at home against a pitcher who should dominate, but they've seen plenty of Pablo Lopez. They know his stuff, and I don't think Lopez is that good. Now, that being said, the Guardians do have Luis Ortiz on the mound, who sucks. He's not very good. We really need Shane Bieber back in the rotation. Anyway, he's 2-3 with a 5.96 ERA, so I will also be taking the over of 7.5 runs, just in case the Guardians get absolutely molly-whopped, just like they did in Game 1. So Pablo Lopez, 2-1 on the season, only 21 innings pitched in 4 starts. He has not gone long. 20 strikeouts, 4 walks, 2 homers. Obviously, he's good, but you do really have to worry about his length in his games. So far, he's gone 5 innings, 4 innings, 7 innings, 5 innings, and 3 innings. That's not the starting length you want to see out of your ace on the squad. I still don't trust the Twins' bats. Yes, they put up 13 runs in the Game 1, but that's because Gavin Williams was pitching with 2 left thumbs on both hands. I don't know what he was doing. The Guardians have been in a tad bit of a slump. We lost the home series to the Red Sox. We lost Game 1. Let me currently check the score of Game 2, see how we're going. We are tied in the bottom of the 7th, so not really sure what's going on there, but hopefully we can pull that one around. I like the Guardians here. I'm also heavily biased because they're my team, but backing the Guardians plus money at home against an AL Central foe, it's going to end up profitable. You're not going to find the spot many times just based on how bad the AL Central is. You're going to get it against the Twins, and you're probably going to get it against good pitchers on the Tigers. So I'll back him here at plus 120 while also taking the over, just in case Luis Ortiz get absolutely shelled. Next game, I don't know why I keep doing this. I don't bet this. Literally don't. I'm taking the Cardinals plus money on the road. I know the Cardinals are horrible on the road. This season, they're 2-12 away from home. 2-12. That means they're 10-5 at home. I really should not be backing them, but I'm going to do it. They have a pitching advantage. This is a good price. They're at a ballpark in which they can hit. Now, this will be a double header, so you might want to double check who is actually going in this game. Their game on Tuesday got postponed, so it should be a double header. Not sure how they're going to go about that. This is a good matchup. I like Steven Matz this year. The Cardinals' bats have also been good. It's just the back half of their rotation is awful. I'm not sure what's been going on there, and their bullpen's not the best as well. But Matz has been really solid. So far this season, 20 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, 3 walks. He's more of a reliever, but he's good. This is only his second start of the season. Let me pull up his game log real quick. I'm pretty sure he's been solid. Yeah, his other start was at home versus Houston. He went 5 innings pitched, only gave up 2 hits and 1 earned run. He's good. He's not going to go very long. You're probably only going to get 3, 4, or 5 innings out of him. But I think that'll be enough. The Cardinals can get to Andrew Abbott, hopefully score some runs. I think plus 110 is kind of telling you who to take. Also going to take the under, 9.5 runs. We'll see what happens. Final game, another stupid-ass bet, but I have to do it because there's no way this team is this bad. Angels, plus 125 on the money line, against my least favorite team in the league, the Mariners. This is more of a pitching advantage here. Tyler Anderson, Somehow 2-0 in the season, 2.60 ERA, going up against Emerson Hancock, not the guy who signed the Declaration of Independence. This is the other guy who's horrible at baseball. 1-1 with a 7.71 ERA is what he's rocking. Tyler Anderson's a story here, though. Off to a fantastic start this season. He's gone at 27 2/3, 22 strikeouts, 11 walks, only 8 earned. He's got a 1.05 whip. Career, suspect, very suspect. For a while there, 4.0 ERA, 4.3, 4.8, 5.4, 3.81 in 2024. So maybe he's getting better with age. He's 35. He's a large dude. I like him. The Angels lineup, they've been horrible at scoring runs recently. Surely they can score some runs off of Emerson Hancock. So far this season, 11 innings pitched. He does have 11 strikeouts, 3 walks, 10 earned runs, 2 long balls. I don't know. I like plus 125. Also taking the over. Give me the Angels winning this game 7-4. They have to start hitting the baseball eventually. Let me go through their recent game totals. Oh boy. They've scored 0, 0, 1, 4, 4, 0, 3, 5, 2, 2, 3, 1, 0, 3, 1, 3. Good God. When is the last time they scored like 7 or 8? I think it's been almost 3 weeks. Holy shit. Their last time they scored more than 5 runs was April 10th, where they won 11-1. That's not the best stat when you're taking them plus 125, but I think that is telling you something. Emerson Hancock sucks. Take the Angels. Okay, that is going to do it for me in this video. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.